Hey everyone, welcome to the beach with General Sunbeam.
Aloha! Glad you could join us.
Relax, soak up the sun, and enjoy the vibe.
Testing, mic check, 1, 2. Oh my gosh, it's late night, middle night, after dark, degenerate hours, Adult Swim. Alright, let's go ahead and read, and then pop up my notes. Good day, everyone. Before getting started, apologize for sucking as a content creator. I suck being a content creator. I'm a professional amateur content creator, streamer, Asian, Vietnamese, American male model with moderate to severe acne pimple breakouts from my face to my upper body, shoulder blades, and waist area. Still setting up other live stream platforms on YouTube, Twitch, and Rumble. Well, I got that taken care of, which is why I didn't say anything, and there's a little bit of delay right there. But I got all 4 live stream running: Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, and Rumble. Thank you for following me and subscribing. And again, putting all this time and effort to speaking my mind and speaking the thoughts and keeping all of you viewers and audience informed, for those that care to watch my stream, hearing me out from start to finish. So I got all that running all at once, simultaneously. I am being me, myself, as usual. I am not Mr. Beast or any high-profile, well-known public celebrity famous figures. I do what I naturally do, reading the mature advisory warning segment as well, which is I'll read it off on the pinned comment on Facebook. Oh, no. Man, I hate all these popping up. Oh, nice, 497 followers. Hope to break 500 followers. Come on, I've been on Facebook for 3 decades. So I posted on my story, and I got some 5 viewers. Appreciate viewers on the story on Facebook and Instagram. I'm feeling disappointed, and I posted all these links. So without further ado, so First Amendment and content disclaimer. Viewer discretion advised. This content may include mature themes, discussions, or commentary intended for adult audiences, 18 plus, not safe for work. Viewer discretion is strongly recommended. This content is created and presented in accordance with the rights protected under the First Amendment of the United States Constitution, including freedom of speech, expression, and press media production, and the petition right to assembly, protest, and petition. And with that, viewer discretion is advised, and you have been warned. And also, it will contain foot focus, foot centric, foot fetish, and shirtless, where shirt off, feet up, soles showing on camera. So giving y'all a heads up. So, happy Thursday. It's Thursday. It is midnight. It is degenerate hour, Adult Swim. Late at night. People are sleeping. I think my wife is asleep, but I'm still awake. I just got back from spare time. But hanging out with my friend, old school, so I did a live stream, take 2 of the scene, battery is low, or battery was low, didn't dip in. So I will keep this update simple. I'm currently at bowling, at Spare Time, Texas, in a family-friendly environment, enjoying a peaceful and positive evening. I am not here for drama or unnecessary stress. The scene at this bowling alley is about fun, community, relaxation, and having a good time. While life outside can be full of politics, government issues, and national news, I still try to focus on positive energy, touch grass, get some sunlight, exercise, workout, transparency, respect, and good ethical standards as a person and content creator slash streamer. So Wednesday evening bowling league with my senior friend Joe Velasquez, the pro old school here at Spare Time, Texas. This is another moment documented for experience, travel, personal growth, content creation, streaming, and modeling. Follow and support me, Rumble at General Sunbeam, Instagram at General Sunbeam, and YouTube, General Sunbeam. And can't make that clear enough. So, yeah. So I'll just read. I posted several links again, feeling frustrated, disappointed, depressed, confused. Shared shared feelings related to Fandom Event, Wind Bloom Festival. So I'll get to the point. So I'm gonna talk about that. So again, welcome to General Sunbeam Live Solar News. This is take 3 or take 4 of the continuing public commentary stream about Fandom Events, Wind Bloom Festival 2026, convention planning, ticket concerns, hotel concerns, vendor concerns, and public accountability in the anime, gaming, and fandom convention community. This is not brand new breaking news. Concerns about fandom events have been discussed before, including older community callouts and public discussion documents going back around 2023, around the cosplay prom or the cosplay gala. Now, with Fandom Events publicly stating that it has ceased operations and Windbloom 2026 still showing confusing public information, I want to continue the discussion in a clear, documented, and responsible way. I am not here to encourage harassment, doxing, threats, or personal attacks. The purpose of this stream is to discuss public information, ask fair questions, protect attendees, and remind people to check their money, tickets, hotel bookings, vendor payments, and refund options. If you bought an early bird ticket from Windbloom way back since August 2025, you bought the early bird ticket, booked a hotel, paid for vendor space, like paid for the vendor table, same thing with Artist Alley, volunteered, staffed, or made travel plans connected to Windbloom Festival 2026, Fandom Events, or any related convention tied to Fandom Events, please review everything carefully. Check your ticket. Check your ticket confirmation, hotel cancellation deadline, refund policy, bank statement, credit card statement, vendor agreement, and travel terms. If you are unsure and still have a refundable option, consider protecting your money before the deadline passes. As customers, attendees, vendors, volunteers, and staff, we the people of all these congoers deserve clear answers, clear, transparent answers when a public event takes their hard-earned money. Conventions are expensive. Conventions, you pay hotel, travel, food, water, and the ticket itself, the weekend pass. People work long hours, pay bills, and still try to support the community. Attendees are the one with the backbone of the main reasons conventions stay alive, afloat, business-wise. So transparency matters. Personally, I was lucky I did not book a Windbloom 2026 hotel nor spend money on an early bird weekend pass, whether that's a VIP or a general admission one. I have attended Fandom Events related conventions before, including Etchi Expo and Windbloom the last 2 years, and I have spent a lot of money supporting these events over the years, as well as volunteering for a few of them for those conventions. That is why I believe attendees deserve a fair communication, clear refund information, and honest business practice. Again, honest business practices. This stream may also include open news style commentary about current events, U.S. politics, international news, public health topics, internet culture, creator life, scam awareness, and random discussion. This discussion is commentary, opinion, this criticism, public awareness, and news style discussion, as well as providing information. The First Amendment protects freedom of speech, freedom of the press, peaceful assembly, and the right to petition the government. Fair use may apply to criticism, commentary, news, reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research depending on the facts. Concrete facts. This stream is not legal advice, financial advice, medical advice, or official event information. Please verify all details directly with official sources, ticket platforms, hotels, banks, venues, and proper authorities. And the saying goes, you see something, say something. Document responsibly, report properly, protect your money, protect your safety, protect the community. Creator appearance note. This stream may include casual creator branding, shirtless / fan service style presentation, and bare feet. The discussion remains non-explicit and commentary focused. Other than that, subscribe, follow, and support Journal Sunbeam for more public commentary, creator live streams, convention discussions, and solar news updates. And all my social media handles are Facebook, DeviantArt, YouTube, Wattpad, Blogspot, Twitch, DeviantArt, Rumble. Appreciate the support and follow. Alright, so just gonna read what I posted here on my part 4 stream, late night, degenerate adult swim live stream. So once again, viewer discretion advised. Mature public commentary and convention community concerns discussed. Likely political insensitive topic. Part 4 of the samey discussion repetitively. Now I know I have overly mentioned this multiple times on my own profile here, as well as other platforms across the social media internet, such as YouTube, Rumble, and Twitch. Reiterating and repetitively saying all about this regarding Fandom Events, Lion the Crown, LLC, Windbloom, Etchy Expo, and all related conventions under the same branch, Fandom Events / Lion the Crown. I am here to strongly spread information and keeping the general public of the internet well informed and made aware of. The platform, across the media, social media, internet. So going live on General Sunbeam Live / Solar News to discuss Fandom Events, Windbloom Festival 2026, Lion and Crown, ticket concerns, hotel concerns. Okay, oh my gosh. Where was I? There we go. Oh, let me adjust. Oh my eyes. Okay, oh. Let me adjust the brightness. Oh my gosh. Alright, so, oh my gosh. So yes, I said this multiple times, and I'm going to reiterate regarding Fandom Events, Lion the Crown, and all that. So, Solar News to discuss Fandom Events, Windbloom Festival 2026, Lion and Crown, ticket concerns, hotel concerns, vendor concerns, refund concerns, bankruptcy concerns, and public accountability. I don't know why I keep doing that. Alright. Yeah, so hotel concerns, vendor concerns, refund concerns, bankruptcy concerns, and public accountability in the anime gaming and fandom convention community culture. This is commentary, opinion, criticism, public awareness, information, and news style discussion based on my own knowledge and what I know and what I'm able to ascertain on the internet publicly. It's public knowledge. I am not claiming confirmed fraud, confirmed theft, or confirmed criminal wrongdoing. The safer point is this. The public information is confusing The refund path is unclear, and attendees, vendors, artists, staff, volunteers, and customers should protect their hard-earned money. If you bought tickets, booked a hotel, paid vendor fees, applied for artist alley, or made travel plans, check your receipts, bank statements, credit card, cancellation deadlines, ticket confirmations, vendor agreements, and official updates. Do not panic, but do not be careless. Document responsibly, report properly, and protect your money. Protect your money, protect your safety, protect the community. Okay, so with that out of the way, let me digress. So let me give a quick but serious news and let me give a quick but serious news and politics update for everyone watching. Thank you for everyone for tuning in at this hour, watching and hearing me out from start to finish. Thank you for the follow and subscribe. The biggest stories right now are not isolated. They connect together. U.S. politics, the economy, immigration, the Iran war, China, Ukraine, Gaza, and energy prices are all affecting ordinary people. First, the major U.S. and international headline is President Donald Trump's summit with Chinese President Xi Jinping in Beijing. So again, the U.S. and international headline is President Donald Trump's summit with Chinese President Xi Jinping in Beijing. This meeting is focused on trade, Taiwan, artificial intelligence, business access, and the Iran war. Reuters reports that Xi praised progress on trade, but also warned that Taiwan remains the most sensitive issue in U.S.-China relations. AP also reported that Trump is trying to stabilize the U.S.-China economic relationship while bringing major American CEOs into the discussion. This matters because U.S.-China relations affect jobs, technology, prices, farming, manufacturing, rare earth minerals, semiconductors, and global stability. Second, the Iran war is still creating major political and economic pressure. AP reports that Republican resistance to the war is growing in the Senate, with Senator Lisa Murkowski joining other Republicans in voting against the conflict. Even though the War Powers resolution failed 49 to 50, that tells us the debate is not just Democrat versus Republican. There is also concern within the Republican Party about war authority, gas prices, inflation, and whether Congress should have a stronger say. Third, the economy is still one of the biggest domestic issues. Of course, it's about the money, the economy, financial crisis, financial problem, financial burdens. It's always about the economy. The economy is bad. The economy is bad. Getting tired of always hearing the economy is bad. It's always been the issue. So again, third, the economy is still one of the biggest domestic issues. AP reports that U.S. wholesale prices jumped 6% from a year earlier, with energy costs playing a major role. Gasoline and diesel prices are especially important because when fuel goes up, everything else gets pressure too. Groceries, delivery work, trucking, travel, utilities, and business costs. Reuters also reported that U.S. crude and gasoline inventories fell, adding concern about supply tightness going into driving season. Fourth, immigration remains a major U.S. political issue. AP reports that David Venturella, a former private prison executive, is set to become acting head of ICE. David Venturella, a former private prison executive, is set to become acting head of ICE. That is controversial because ICE detention, private detention companies, deportations, and immigration enforcement are already major political flashpoints. Supporters may see this as stronger enforcement, while critics see it as expanding detention through private industry influence. Fifth, the 2026 midterm election fight is already heating up. Reuters reports that Republicans have gained advantages through redistricting, but Democrats may still have a path to winning the House because of broader political dissatisfaction. Polling and historical midterm trends. In simple terms, the battle over congressional maps is not just paperwork. It affects who gets political power, who controls Congress, and what laws can pass after the election. Now, internationally, Ukraine is still under heavy attack. Reuters reports that Russia launched a massive aerial assault against Kiev and other Ukrainian regions, using hundreds of drones and dozens of missiles. Ukraine said residential and civilian infrastructure were hit. This shows that even with ceasefire attempts and diplomacy, the war is still active, destructive, and dangerous for civilians. In Gaza, AP reports that the U.S. brokered ceasefire is stalled largely over Hamas disarmament, Israeli withdrawals, reconstruction, and the question of who governs Gaza moving forward. Reuters also reported that Israel has increased attacks in Gaza since the Iran truce, saying Hamas is rearming. This means Gaza remains unstable, humanitarian conditions remain serious, and diplomacy has not solved the deeper conflict yet. In Israel, AP reports that Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's coalition has taken a first step toward possible new elections by submitting a bill to dissolve parliament. That matters because Israel's internal politics affect Gaza policy, Lebanon policy, Iran policy, and the wider Middle East crisis. 8. Okay, so BRICS, foreign ministers are also meeting in India, and AP reports that the Iran war, oil prices, food security, energy, and global economic uncertainty are testing the group's unity. This matters because BRICS includes major countries like China, India, Russia, Brazil, South Africa, and newer members. And their disagreements show how divided the world is becoming over war, trade, and energy. So my overall message is this: politics is not just speeches and elections. Politics is gas prices, politics is immigration, politics is war, politics is food prices, politics is who controls Congress, politics is global trade, politics is whether people can afford to live, whether someone likes politics or not. Politics affects the cost of daily life. And life is full of politics, including talking about, agreeing or disagreeing about sports, agreeing or disagreeing about conventions or public events, and high-profile celebrity figures. Life is full of politics indeed. That is why I continue saying, stay informed, do your research, check reliable sources, and do not let social media comments replace facts. You do not have to panic, but you should pay attention, for the news, so you know what's going on, and able to plan around any incidents or potential challenging scenarios. The world is connected now. A war overseas can affect gas prices here. A trade meeting in China can affect jobs and technology here. A congressional vote can affect immigration policy here. A court Influence or redistricting decisions can affect who has power here. Everything is connected, and that is why public awareness matters. So, to reiterate, top stories right now: Donald Trump and Chinese President Xi Jinping are meeting in Beijing over trade, Taiwan, AI, and the Iran war. The Iran conflict is causing political backlash in the Senate and economic pressure through energy prices. Oh my gosh, I'm feeling tired. It is 2:06 a.m., late night. So yes, the Iran conflict is causing political backlash in the Senate and economic pressure through energy prices. U.S. inflation remains a major concern, especially with fuel costs. Immigration is back in focus with a new acting ICE leader tied to the private prison industry. Redistricting and the midterms are already shaping the fight for Congress. Internationally, Russia hit Ukraine with a massive air attack. Gaza remains unstable. Israel may be moving toward elections, and BRICS nations are divided over Iran, oil, and global economic pressure. This is why politics matters. It touches it touches money, safety, jobs, energy, and everyday life. So yeah, so now let me add a careful public health follow-up regarding the Hanta virus and the Andes virus cruise ship situation. I know I said this in my previous live stream, but I'll reiterate again, raising awareness about the Hanta virus and the Andes virus or any related diseases in general. So coming from the cruise ship situation, because this is the kind of story where people can either ignore it completely or panic too quickly. Uh, yeah. The answer is somewhere in the middle. Take it seriously, but do not treat it like another COVID style global lockdown unless public health agencies actually see that. Oh, sorry, I was just falling asleep. So, yes, take it seriously, but do not treat it like another COVID style global lockdown unless public health agency actually say that. The CNN style headline show here appears to be about the 2026 hantavirus cluster linked to the MV Hondias cruise ship. According to the World Health Organization, the outbreak was reported to WHO on May 2nd, 2026. After a clumsy after a cluster of severe respiratory illness appeared among passengers on a Dutch flag cruise ship, WHO's May devastating attack. I don't know what I just said. Uh, the World Health Organization's May 8 update said the ship originally had 147 passengers and crew on board, with 34 others already disembarked, and that 8 cases have been reported. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm falling asleep. With 34 others already disembarked, and that 8 cases have been reported, including 3 deaths. 6 were laboratory confirmed hantavirus infections, and all confirmed cases were identified as Andes virus. WHO, the World Health Organization, says the risk to keep uh, sorry, what was it the Andes virus? The the Health Organization WHO says the risk to the global eviction. What was I? And I'll confirm the racist. Oh my gosh, falling asleep. So the antivirus. It says the risk to the global population is low, while the risk passengers and crew on the ship was considered moderate. So that is the key point I want viewers to understand. Serious for people exposed on I'm gonna go to bed 2:11 a.m. I'm feeling so sleepy, I'm feeling tired. Need to take my wife to work. So this is gonna be another short late night stream. Go ahead and try to edit the notes and erase the notes. Yeah, I'm falling asleep. Oh my gosh. So it is late at night. Yep, it's gonna be a short live stream. Okay. Head up to bed. Probably continue on again. Part 5 of Fandom Event and then discussing other things. Testing. Oh, 10 dB. Alright. Testing. 1, 2, 3. Testing. Okay. Alright, testing, mic check, 1, 2. Alright. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Alright, just checking YouTube. Mic check. Okay, I assume everything's all good. Alright, well. Alright, time to get on with it. So I'll read as always, just to give a heads up. As always. Here on Facebook. First Amendment and content disclaimer, viewer discretion advised. This content may include mature themes, political topic discussion, again mature themes, discussions, or commentary intended for adult audiences 18 plus, not safe for work. Viewer discretion is strongly recommended or advised. This content is created and presented in accordance with the rights protected under the First Amendment of the United States Constitution, including freedom of speech, expression, and press media production. So any third-party materials, including images, video clips, or reference, are protected under fair use for education, news, spreading awareness, critique or criticism, parody, or simply commentary. Again, fair use and protected under the First Amendment of freedom of speech, expression, and press media production, like news and all that, especially to spread awareness, to keep the community safe, and to protect people from harm and danger. And this is your boy General Sunbeam, Sunbeam Titan, Sunbeam 007, Sunbeam 072, Sunbeam 0, and simply Sunbeam, Sunbeam 10, Sunbeam 13. Again, just generically Sunbeam. Up for another content. Once more, viewer discussion is advised. As I also said here on Facebook, just want to let everyone know that I'm also multi-streaming on YouTube, Rumble, and Twitch. You can follow me on Twitch, Sunbeam072. I have 40 followers currently as of now. I don't know why I'm not growing on there on Twitch. I'm hoping to break 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 500, 200, 1,000. 10K, 100K. Come on, follow me on Twitch. Sunbeam072. Trying to grow on there. Help me reach 50. I'm trying to get partnership on Twitch. And help me reach 500 subscribers on YouTube, General Sunbeam. I have an Instagram account, General Sunbeam, one word. Rumble, follow me on Rumble, General Sunbeam. So, as I said earlier, no shirt, no shoes, no problem. Going to kick my shoes off and kick off my shirt. So I just have the camera turned off. I have the camera shut off for privacy. Just to give y'all a heads up. Again, mature content advisory, viewer discretion, and again, not safe for work. It's on political sensitivity, and just giving you some fence. And then there's gonna be some fan service, male modeling, Asian modeling, fan service. And I just want to just be transparent and be open and give everyone a heads up about what's going on. Right now, it is May 12th. It's Tuesday, May the 12th, and tomorrow will be Wednesday, May 13th. We only got 2 or an hour and 30 minutes, or 2 hours and 30 minutes until it's Wednesday at 12 a.m. It's daylight saving here in Texas, Central Daytime. Again, 10:30 p.m. Tuesday, May 12th, 5/12/2026. And I just got home from bowling, hanging out at Spare Time, Texas. Not too far from here, with my senior friend, Joe the Pro, old school. And we were bowling. I did live stream. We were having a great time. I ordered 2 salads, a garden salad for $8 and $10 with grilled chicken. Spent about $20 at Spare Time, Texas. And again, It was a fast game. Went home before 9 p.m. and I don't know who won. I don't know who won. And the team name is Only Pins again with Joe the Pro, old school, was there, and I did live stream on Facebook on my mobile phone. So yeah, I also did live stream on YouTube. So everything's all well documented and captured as it is. No editing. Now, once again, First Amendment content disclaimer and viewer discretion is advised. Mature content warning. Again, no shirt, no shoes. You know who I am. Will contain foot centric, foot focused discussion while kicking my feet up and all that. And yeah, with that being said, I made it clear here. All right. So with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and open up the camera, web camera, and going to start talking away. Going to speak my mind, exercising freedom of speech and expression, speaking what I'm able to gather or ascertain from the internet as public knowledge. So here it goes. News style from General Sunbeam. Well, before I kick off my shirt and kick my feet around the trash can, I'm gonna drink me some coffee, finish up this decaffeinated coffee. All right. Let me drink some water. Gotta stay hydrated. Alright. Sorry, gotta use my phone because I got all this dog on my work. comments I'm gonna read off. Okay, got the mic. So once again, I made it clear. So once more, viewer discretion is advised. Mature content warning, political insensitivity, serious vlogging and discussion. Cat is out of the bag. I may drop the ball and, speak anything that I don't know if it's assuming that it should be disclosed. But whatever is out in public or able to be ascertained on the internet. I already talked about this on Facebook, giving a heads up about regarding Fandom Events, Windbloom Festival 2026, especially with the early bird special that was posted, and it was posted on the Windbloom. They created a website on Windbloom 2026, and they posted since August 2025. But so I'll speak briefly about that and get back to it later. So no, I don't need no freaking passkey. So my wife posted 26 minutes ago on her Facebook. So my wife, Asuna Bina 500, or Asuna Cute 5, Asuna Cute 32, and Asuna 500. My wife posted on her Facebook. She's eating lettuce and shrimp. She made shrimp with a special sauce, Asian sauce. She posted on her Facebook, and she's currently talking to her friend, her surrounding friends between Facebook, Instagram, and Discord. Or she's talking to her friends playing either Marvel Rivals, Hoyoverse, Genshin Impact, Honkai Star Rail, or Wandering Waves with her friends, Echo Ego or Echo Geo, Maris Makai, talking to her friends, either Maris Makai, Brendan Chang, and her brother, Paul or something. I mean, it is all shared on her Facebook and maybe on Instagram. Asuna Bina 500, Asuna 500, so I don't see why I shouldn't be disclosing that as it's already been made public and it's considered public knowledge, open public knowledge. And I posted several on my stories, so again, viewer discretion advised, mature. So I did say that multiple times, including any of my future live streaming content as a content creator, streamer, and Asian male model. So I posted 14 hours ago here, feeling stressed. Tuesday, 5/12/2026, Tuesday, and still no fresh update from Fandom Events or from this event specifically, Windbloom 2026 Windbloom. It may likely be canceled, and as well Etchi Expo and other related convention events hosted by this organization or owner. I know there have been controversy moments behind the business scenes, or behind the business scenes and backlashes. But all I care about is having a great memorable time, and I only call controversy if the organization gives me unnecessary grief despite spending my hardest earned money and despite that honoring their rules and policies set. So I posted the event Friday, which is Friday, August 2021 through Sunday, August 23rd, Windbloom 2026 at the Hampton Hotel Inn on Mesquite, Texas. So 1700 or 1700 Rodeo Drive, Mesquite, Texas, United States at the Hampton Inn. The Windbloom convention was held last year successfully in 2025, and it was held back at the Hampton Inn in 2024, and it held there at 2023. So it was held. So from my perspective, and from what I understand, based on again, public is knowledge or knowledge is power. What I'm able to ascertain here, or what I'm able to recall and remember, and I still have those Windbloom ticket somewhere right here, hiding somewhere right here. I have their badges. I'm able to collect a lot of their badges, even having the guest badges. I didn't even know they were that deep. Like I'm not gonna jump into any detail that should probably consider not to be disclosed or something. Hey, I'm trying to be considerate. I don't have any personal beef between me and the owner myself. We all went there. We all had a great time. We came home from any of their family events, whether that's Etchi Expo in San Marcos or San Antonio, the cosplay gala, Etchi Expo cosplay prom in 2023, the cosplay gala at that courtyard by Marriott on Impact Boulevard or Impact Street. Again, we participated in our first cosplay contest, and my wife won. I remember that, and I still have a lot of photos here on Facebook that I'm able to ascertain and have shared. But again, I'm live streaming, so I don't know how I'm going to be able to pop up all these photos here and share it all across Rumble, YouTube, Twitch, because I'm multi live streaming 4 ways. Facebook right there, what I'm showing. YouTube, Rumble, and Twitch. Trying to spread the word and spread awareness is always exercising freedom of speech under the First Amendment rights. And speaking my thoughts freely. So I will be dropping the ball. Cat is out of the bag. Hands down. Speaking freely based on what I know and what is shared here. Open public knowledge. Again, that's the wrap of the internet. There's going to be some call outs and proper cancel culture to keep the community safe and to protect people from their hard-earned money from being scammed and conned. So again, 14 hours ago, I'll reiterate, Tuesday, May 12, 2026, and still no fresh update from Fandom Events or from this event, specifically Windbloom, 2026 Windbloom. It may likely be canceled, and as well Etchy Expo and other related convention events hosted by this organization or owner of Fandom Events. I know there have been controversy moments behind the business scenes and backlashes, or complaints and bad reviews, but all I care about, for me, that is having a great memorable time, and I only call controversy if the organization itself or the owners and the staff give me unnecessary grief despite spending my hardest earned money and honoring their rules, policies. Now, I want to make that clear. I mean, I go to convention, I go to Etchy Expo. One of the friends here on Facebook named Matthew View, one of my friends who is also Vietnamese, go by Matthew Vu. He told me about this convention, about Etchy Expo, and that was the first convention that me and my wife went at that time in 2022. That was our first convention hosted by Fandom Events, and at that time it was still new. I don't know anything about this convention chairman, this organization. It's another fresh, brand new convention. So without a doubt, I go, and we had a great time. It was an 18 plus. I'm a big fan of fan service. Etchiness, etchy, fan service. All this erotica, like sort of not safe for work within the laws of Texas and the federal laws, city ordinance and city laws. In terms of indecency, cover-ups and appropriate attire, because again, I'm not wearing a shirt, I'm wearing my shorts, my gym shorts, and I'm barefooted. Foot-centric, foot content, feet, oh yeah, I will not be defeated by all you haters and trolls. You can give me a lot of you can give me a lot of hell, but I'm exercising freedom of speech responsibly, and I am a pacifist, a total pacifist. Anyway, I'm derailing so bad, let me get back on here. So I did posted all this regarding Fandom Events Windbloom, and that's what I'm focusing on precisely, in particular that event, that convention event hosted under the wings of Fandom Event is Windbloom, in 2026 Windbloom. As I have posted this, as I already said on my live stream about it, is I care about your money. To all the attendees that have purchased the early bird special, it's a good thing why I brought it up and raised the alarm right now about it, and make it big as it seemed, because, well, we spent money. A good thing I was going to spend money on there. I don't even know if I'm going to, I really doubt that I really knew. Or I really have a sinking feeling that if I would have spent money on the VIP on Windbloom 2026, I would have lost that money for both me and my wife and any other friends that has spent $100 or $200 or $160 or $60, $70 on the weekend pass for 2026 Windbloom. It would be all for nothing because it's non-refundable, and it would have been all spent for nothing, all down the drain. And good thing I didn't spend my money for the early bird special, because I had a feeling it would get canceled or worse, or be in hot waters at the least. I was reading down, and I also posted an Instagram reel caption with Q2X Asuna Cosplay French Fry Kiss Challenge from a 2023 anime convention, and to be honest, that was ironically at Windbloom, Etchy Expo, the cosplay prom, the cosplay gala in 2023 at the Courtyard by Marriott on Impact Boulevard Street. So Kirito X Asuna Cosplay French Fry Kiss challenge from a 2023 anime convention, which was Fandom Events Ecchi Expo or Ecchi Expo Cosplay Gala, the cosplay prom, similar to the classic Pocky Kiss challenge, but with a fun fast food twist. Just a lighthearted, sort of online inspired cosplay moment for anime fans, convention memories, and fan made entertainment. Follow for more cosplay, anime reels, gaming, AI visuals, and general Sunbeam content. And follow me on Rumble at General Sunbeam, one word, compound. Same thing with Instagram at General Sunbeam. I also posted there, Solitaire Cosplay, got Facebook, DeviantArt, Sunbeam Titan, General Sunbeam, Sunbeam 007. Have my YouTube, Wattpad, Blogspots, Twitch, DeviantArt, Rumble again. Few hashtags. But yeah, that French fry kiss where me and my wife Asuna, or me and my girlfriend at the time, back then in 2023, we did the French fry kiss, the fast food twist, and I'm surprised it got a lot of views on Instagram. Dang, it blew up with over 3K views. Woo! And I also posted I was feeling crazy, a dramatic satire skit about a male husbando who loved Arizona green tea so much that his imagination turned to drink it to his ultimate waifu. One peaceful sip turned into a full romantic ballroom moment. Next thing you know, he is dancing the tango with a giant Arizona green tea can like it is the most elegant partner in the room. The music plays, the lights shine, the drama rises, and somehow this man decides, yes, this is the one. From refreshing green tea to ballroom romance, this reel is pure comedy. Sorry, let me repeat that part there. This reel is pure comedy, satire, and random AI skit energy. They danced, they bonded, and in the most ridiculous plot twist possible, they got married. This is all for fun, entertainment, parody, and creative AI storytelling. Follow me for more random skits, anime style comedy, content creator moments, and General Sunbeam chaos. And follow me on Rumble at General Sunbeam as well as Instagram at General Sunbeam. Thank you for the views, follows, likes, and subscribes. Every bit of support, reposts, shares helps the channel grow. Again, Solitaire Cosplay, got Facebook, DeviantArt, Sunbeam Titan, General Sunbeam, Sunbeam 007, YouTube, Wattpad, Blogspot, Twitch, DeviantArt, Rumble. Follow my wife, AsunaQ500, AsunaQ5, or AsunaQ32, / Asuna500, and AsunaBina500. Linktree, Instagram, YouTube, Twitch, Rumble. So far, I got 2 likes and I don't know how many views based on the insight on my Facebook here on my mobile phone. And then I posted an AI image of my original character Sunbeam in the rain and the stormy weather, which is a based on yesterday weather, Mother's Day, post Mother's Day. No, that was on Sunday, around Mother's Day evening when it suddenly rained really hard and there was a severe rainstorm and thunderstorm on Mother's Day evening night. So I said this: God, I love my OC, my original character, so much. Wish I had the money to turn it into a proper pipeline animation from still art to art in motion animation to me voice this character or voicing this character because he is me and I am him. My alter 2D anime ego and get it all on television so I can watch my own anime content. After Mother's Day, no such artist has come since or after Mother's Day or before Mother's Day or on the day of Mother's Day. No such artist has come forward nor studio like Crunchyroll or such as Crunchyroll, Rooster Teeth, Netflix, Hulu to help make this a reality. As far as money goes, I do what I can on that. For sure it is easy said and done or easy to say I am not going to profit out of this for the trade-off to fully own the copyright intellectual property IP of this whole project. You keep the money. You keep the money. I aim to hand edit to ensure tiny details are fully one solid color or within that range spectrum. Based on the image, it is mostly orange right there, and I really want it to be fully orange, almost 100% orange, based on the image of my original character. But anyway, let me try to see if I can go back to reading, because I'm going to reread again based on what I posted when I created the live stream, when I'm live streaming. let's see. I'm trying to see if I can find my live stream. Yeah, Tuesday evening night IRL stream on Spare Time Texas, bowling with senior friend Joe Velasquez, Jose Velasquez, or Joe the Pro, old school at Spare Time Texas, Spare Time Texas, Spare Time Texas. Another bowling league night Tuesday, then same tomorrow Wednesday, different team. Once again, follow me on Instagram and Rumble, General Sunbeam, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, General Sunbeam. Got it all on my previous live stream where I was documenting the bowling when I was there with my friend, and I had the Rumble page and to follow me on there. Post is getting fewer views than your typical post. That's a shame. So again, live free, be free, let free, living that free lifestyle, standing outside in the rainstorm minus the thunders. Love to get soaking wet like that and be surrounded by gardens and nature. Pure trees, vegetation, organic botanical manner, exercising clothing optional. Of course, this is AI image generated. Special thanks, credits, and shout out to OpenAI's ChatGPT. This is my OC, my original character, Sunbeam. Hope to save up the funds to purchase the tools and papers to do manual hand art and CGI work to edit the characters as I got enough blueprints of what I had in mind to enforce and reinforce IP copyright under my ownerships. Once again, follow me and help me grow and prosper. So all my social media handles are on there. And again, I got my rumble.com/register/General Sunbeam. Follow me on Rumble, trying to grow as a successful and prosperous content creator. I am married since September 2nd, 2023. Got my links on my profile here on Facebook. YouTube, Rumble, Wattpad, Blogspot, or bloggers. And I posted my stories, staying informed. So regarding this event here, Wind Bloom Friday, August 21st to Sunday, August 23rd, Wind Bloom 2026. Staying informed as of Tuesday, 5/12/2026, Tuesday, no update from Fandom Events or at Fandom Events or specifically from at Wind Bloom 2026 regarding the event and the website and from the fan page itself. Alright, so I'm going to scroll down further from... Alright. I'll read this part. So, public update regarding Wind Bloom Festival 2026. I am seeing conflicting information, so please use caution before buying tickets, booking hotels, or spending money on anything non-refundable. The official Fandom Events website states that Fandom Events LLC has ceased operations and will not be producing future events. Again, I posted all the images that I'm able to ascertain on the Fandom Events official website on the Wind Bloom page, and of course regarding Wind Bloom, especially here on Facebook, what I'm able to search up, ascertain, look up here on Facebook as public knowledge. The official Fandom Events website states that Fandom Events LLC has ceased operations and will not be producing future events. It also says Fandom Events is not accepting ticket purchases, vendor applications, sponsorships, or event registrations. However, Wind Bloom 2026 still appears online as scheduled for August 21st through 23rd, 2026 at the Mesquite Convention Center near the Hampton Inn or close to or adjacent to the Hampton Inn Hotel in Mesquite, Texas near Dallas area. That is why I am asking for a clear public update. Is Wind Bloom 2026 still happening? Postponed, transferred, or transferred to another organizer, or canceled? This is important for attendees, vendors, artists, guests, and people who may have already booked hotels or travel, or even spent money on purchasing the weekend pass. It's a waste of money if it's non-refundable, and that's retarded, truly retarded. Bad business practice, and that's con artists, shady business dealings, and scam. That shouldn't be that's something that should fairly be called out because that's stealing money. That's theft, and that's bad marketing. Well, I'll more say bad business practice in dealings. So it's important for attendees, vendors, artists, guests, and people who may have already booked hotels or travel, or even spend money on the early bird special or any form of weekend membership pass or such. Until there is clear confirmation from the current legal organizer, I would treat this event as unclear and not risk free. Put some few hashtags. So yeah, what WTF? What is going on here about Windbloom Festival 2026? Status update. So I'm gonna read this based on the image here. So if you search Fandom Events, if you go on their official website on Fandom Events official website, it will say status update. Fandom Events. Fandom Events LLC has ceased operations and will not be producing future events. As of January 26, 2026, Fandom Events LLC completed the sale and assignment of certain intellectual property assets, including event names, branding, and related digital assets to Lion and Crown LLC. Let me see. Lion and Crown LLC did not assume and is not responsible for any debts, liabilities, obligations, refunds, or claims related to Fandom Events LLC or its past events. Fandom Events LLC is not accepting ticket purchases, vendor applications, sponsorships, or event registrations. This website is maintained solely to provide public information about the company's status and to prevent confusion. Well, I'm still confused about Windbloom 2026, alright. Fandom Events LLC. Frequently asked question, there's FAQ on there, but yeah. So on one of the comments here posted one day ago. So public address again. Let me read this one. Public address convention safety notice regarding family events and Windbloom 2020, Windbloom 2026, Windbloom exercising First Amendment rights as expression and sharing as news media. As I have shared this post a few times, after ChatGPT did a deep dive in what I am able to gather from sources of the internet for information, this is what I have to say. I found mixed information about Windbloom 2026, so I would treat the event as not fully clear at this time. Not fully clear at this time. Please, please use caution before spending money on tickets, vendor spaces, travel, hotels, or anything non-refundable. I will repeat. Please use caution before spending money on tickets, vendor spaces, travel, hotels, or anything non-refundable. Based on the information currently available that I'm able to ascertain on the general public of the internet, here on Facebook, Instagram, and any other social media platforms that have been made public. The official Fandom Events website says that Fandom Events LLC has ceased operations and will not be producing future events. The same statement says that on January 26, 2026, certain intellectual property assets, including event names, branding, and digital assets, were sold to Lion and Crown LLC. It also says Fandom Events is not accepting ticket purchases, vendor applications, sponsorships, or event registrations. However, Windbloom 2026 still appears online as a listed event. Tixar, Tixar shows Windbloom 2026 scheduled for Friday, August 21st through Sunday, August 23rd, a typical 3-day weekend, 2026 at the Mesquite Convention Center in Mesquite, Texas, right adjacent or within the Hampton Inn Hotel. In that same convention, Windbloom was held 2 years or 3 years back. from 2023 to now. So 2023, 2024, and 2025, Windbloom was held at the same convention center and within the same hotel. The Windbloom Facebook, the Windbloom Facebook listing also appears to show the same dates. This creates confusion about who is legally operating the event now, who is responsible for ticket sales, who handles refunds, and whether the event is fully confirmed under the current organizer. The Beat also reported in February 2026 that Fandom Events had shut down, quoting the official shutdown statement. That report mentioned Lion and Crown LLC and raised concerns about the situation. There are also social media discussions and Reddit posts. Warning people about Etsy Expo / Fandom Events, but those should be treated as unverified testimony unless backed by stronger proof. My basic opinion, Windbloom 2026 may still be advertised online, but there is enough confusion that I would not personally buy tickets or book non-refundable travel until the organizers clearly confirm the event status. Before spending money, ask these questions. Who is legally operating Windbloom 2026? Is it Fandom Events, Lion and Crown LLC, or another company? Who is responsible for refunds if the event is canceled? Yeah, who's responsible for refunds if the event is truly canceled? Is the Mesquite Convention Center booking fully confirmed? Are guests, vendors, artists, staff, and exhibitors officially confirmed? Are tickets refundable or transferable? For now, watch carefully. Exercise caution financially. Be sure to be careful on spending money with Fandom Events, and do not treat it as risk-free. It is possible the website or listings have not been fully updated, and it is possible the event may be changed, postponed, or canceled. Until there is clear confirmation from the current legal organizer, use caution. And that's the memo. Several hashtags, got the images, and then I got 3 comments. So there were 3 comments that was posted 5 hours ago from the user Kayla Johnson. So Caeela Kayla Johnson. I believe she's a wife or married couple. And Kayla Johnson posted 5 hours ago under this particular post of mine, and I'll quote what she said, what she stated, that Lion and Crown is none other than Josh Wilson. He sold Fandom to himself under a new name. So basically, based on what I'm able to read here, Lion and Crown is none other than the same owner of Fandom Event. He basically sold under a new name. And I asked Kayla Johnson, any details? Sounds sketchy that he did that. So she responded. Kayla Johnson responds 4 hours ago to me. I'll message you a link to a bunch of stuff that'll have more information than I can type here. But here is this for now, just for proof. So she posted an image. So here 643 5G, right review, claim profile, upgrade profile, company overview. So Lion and Crown Events LLC is a domestic limited liability company. That's what LLC stands for. Organized under the laws of the state of Texas. The business was filed on January 20, 2026, and is currently listed as in existence with the Texas Secretary of State. The official file number for this entity is 0806401438. 0806401438. The registered agent on file is Joshua Wilson. Joshua Wilson is the sole principal on record and serves as manager and his associate. Okay. So I gave it a like, and yeah, that's what I'm able to ascertain, and that's what the update has been made public since this post is public. So So I got that here documented here on livestream. And a day ago I posted, feeling confused. I want to reiterate that there are some people wondering about Windbloom. Windbloom 2026, again, Windbloom 2026. And the website hasn't been updated to reflect that, as it is 4 months away, or about to be 4 months away eventually, and it is currently May, Tuesday, May the 12th, and almost about to be Wednesday, May the 13th. So, okay, Fandom Events Windbloom. So, okay, Fandom Events Windbloom should give us a proper, or we the attendee and the anime convention community culture as a proper update if Windbloom Festival 2026 still going on. Because I checked the website, posted the links right there, and there isn't any update on purchasing tickets. What's going on here? I checked the Fandom Events main official website and it looks like they canceled the whole convention or stopped doing them. And I will be disappointed for my wife, a soon-to-be 500, who wanted to go to a convention designed for Hoyoverse fandom. Unless there is one out there, at least I might as well volunteer and offer my service so I can keep that fandom strong for my wife. I myself have been a fan of some of their convention events, and while again politics slash controversy struck, me and my wife go there to have a great time, and so far there hasn't been critical, borderline, violent, or drama that directly affected us since 2022. I am sharing this for transparency and reaching out to them for answers if Windbloom 2026 is still going on, and I have emailed them directly to Fandom Events on there. I shared images as proof, concrete proof, solid proof, and I shared that I've been reaching out to them. I contacted Fandom Events on Facebook, on the email, and on their website. In a few days, about 2 days as of now, and they haven't responded yet. So I did, and then one day ago, feeling confused, posted the link, facebook.com/etchyexpo regarding that convention. First, I am not being all political on whatever occurred behind the scenes business-wise, but I can speak for those of the attendees that care about this like good old times when this first exists, especially when they have spent money or have spent so much money supporting the chairman, the owner behind all these conventions. And I kind of feel bad if their money got stolen, cheated, scammed, and conned. I'm sorry, just my condolence there. When it comes to hard-earned money, it ain't no joke. So, not trying to be political on whatever occurred behind the scenes business-wise, but I can speak for those of the attendees that care about this at good old times, especially when they spend money booking the hotel, purchasing ticket or badges. So when this first exists, straight to the point, like with Windbloom Festival, Etchy Expo hasn't been updated either. Given the context, I feel that it will be the end of the road or the line for this convention in Windbloom. I am surprised and shocked to hear how much cons are in hot water political size. Let me repeat that again. So, how much cons are in hot water or being politicized with hate and disparaging remarks and slammed with backlashes, controversials, and here all I care about is going to have a good time. Every cons I've been to, there were not serious heated drama or problems, and I go home safely and never saw or heard violence slash fights ensue around where I am at. Again, whenever I attend conventions, no fights or traumatic events occurred. There may have been some stress moments, but nothing that leads to 911 being called where I am at. I am the safe space. I bring the peace. And I don't like problems. I repel them away. Going out of my way to speak and express this out for awareness. I spent a lot of money on Fandom events over the years, and I wanted to know what's going on. I come far enough to have made positive memories, but I knew I feel something oddly is off about the owners. It doesn't feel family-like, yet shady slash corrupted. I mean, I will eventually figure it out. I will eventually figure that out. Again, I know Fandom Events. I know Fandom Events have been in controversial hot waters before, but all that has nothing to do with me. I follow their policies. I follow their policies and rules, and it's not my fault or me or on me that I am saying all this and have been made aware of any business problems or so. The information has been made public knowledge, and being a public businessman, you know there are customers that can speak their minds with reviews slash blogs slash content creators, and I am one of those people. Oh man, I talk so much. So yes, I am one of those people. Convention events, convention events should know what they are getting themselves into as businesses. It can get political, and there be customers complaining and and leaving bad reviews, even protesting. The risk for going high profile. That's what happens with the current president of the POTUS. Yep, it's already 11:12 and sort of feels late. No current viewers or any new comments or likes. Appreciate some followers on Facebook. Appreciate the subscriber on YouTube. More followers on Instagram and Rumble. So convention events should know what they are getting themselves into as a businesses. It can get political, and there will be customers. So yes, again, I know Fandom Events have been in controversial hot water before, but all that has nothing to do with me. I follow their policies and rules, and it's not my fault or on me that I am saying all this and have been made aware of any businesses problems or so. The information has been made public. Made public. Oh my gosh, I'm falling asleep. So yes, what was it? The information has been made public knowledge, and being a public businessman, you know there are customers that can speak their minds with reviews slash blogs slash content creators, and I am one of those people. So convention events should know what they are getting themselves into as a business. It can get political, and there be customers complaining and leaving bad reviews, even protesting. The risk for going high profile. That's what's that's what happens with the current president of the POTUS, the president of the United States. Bottom line, if Fandom Events closes doors for good and Wind Bloom Festival 2026 is canceled, I just hope they speak about it and it's canceled. So okay. Bottom line, if Fandom Events closes its doors for good and Wind Bloom Festival 2026 is canceled, just hope I just hope they speak. Oh my gosh, I'm feeling tired. Drowsy and tired. So, and Wind Bloom Festival 2026 is canceled. I just hope they speak about it and let the attendees be made aware of and let me see what else. They speak about it and let the attendees be made aware of and get their refunds back. That con that con sure means a lot to my wife and her friends. Yeah, I'm feeling sleepy. So I just hope they speak about it and that the attendees be made aware of and get their refunds back. That con sure means a lot to my wife. So yeah, if they close the door, so I'm made aware of and get the refunds back. That con sure means a lot to my wife and to Etsy Expo, but was it me and my first wife? Made aware of and get the refund back. That con sure means a lot to my wife, and while Etsy Expo with me and my wife's first adult NSFW 18 plus convention, it will be missed, and that's the minimum. So again, open door policy and what I can ascertain here on Facebook and the website, sounding the alarm and sharing because I care about my wife. I care about my wife, and she wants to go to medicine. Okay, oh, I'm falling asleep. I guess I'm gonna go to bed early. I'll go to bed and end this live stream. I might live stream early in the morning, earlier, continue talking about this. So again, one day I posted here on Facebook, and I'm sharing this here across other live stream, YouTube, Rumble, Twitch, and saying this all together. So, okay, Fandom Events Windbloom should give us a proper update at Windbloom Festival 2026. It's still going on. It's still going on. Yeah, I'm getting sleepy. I'm yawning so much. But yeah, that's all I gotta say about regarding Windbloom. I might reiterate this. I might do another live stream next day, whenever I wake up, whenever I can. And of course, I'll be doing my lunch drop, my Wednesday gig lunch drop, and then gonna head over and take care of errand, personal favors and errand within my family before heading back here to this house, adult house. So yeah, this live stream and any future live stream or any content production I produce, any video content, viewer discretion is advised. As I'm a grown male model, Asian male model, and it maybe not safe for work. That's all I gotta say. So thank you for watching, thank you for hearing me out, and appreciate the follow. So follow me here on Facebook, follow me on Rumble, follow me on Instagram, General Sunbeam. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, General Sunbeam, and I appreciate everyone for watching. Appreciate the views. Subscribe, follow, share, repost. So that's what's going on. All I can say is that the owner behind Fandom Events, specifically Windbloom, so Windbloom in particular, specifically Windbloom 2026, I highly doubt that he may not be able to make it, so it will more likely just be canceled, and it is what it is. Oh my god, I'm falling asleep. But yeah, so far all I can say is that the owner Josh Wilson, the owner behind Fandom Events, especially particularly for Windbloom Festival 2026, I would just take it as a pre-verdict and assume that it is canceled. So do not spend any money and get your money back. Try to figure out how to get chargebacks or try to refund and cancel your hotel if you can. Try to get your money back from all that. So yeah, I communicate that and just let all of you viewers know. Fandom event is probably the end of the line, or so. It is a nail in the coffin for fandom events. So I don't think they're gonna survive this year. I don't think Windbloom will be able to make it, and Etsy Expo, so it'll just be game over, or so. So be careful. Don't spend your money. Try to get your refund back. Wind Bloom 2026 may be canceled based on the greedy ownership. The ownership cares about money to himself, and that's sad. Yeah, as I said, the owner probably pretty much cares about himself. He's a greedy, based on the seven daily sin. He's a greedy, prideful person. That's what people say, or what any documentation or any form of testimonies from various sources, various attire. And that's the memo. And again, thank you for watching. Appreciate your love and respect for hearing me out from start to finish. I'm gonna head off to bed. I am nodding off to sleep and feeling tired. This is your boy, General Sunbeam, Sunbeam Titan, Sunbeam 007, or simply Sunbeam. Peace. And remember to save your money and don't spend any money on Wind Bloom 2026. Their website may be down, and Wind Bloom 2026, I assume, or come to my own verdict, it would very likely be canceled. And that's all I gotta say to that.